Everybody's doing well. Where do we begin? Obviously, we didn't play well. Very, very disappointed in this loss. Extremely disappointed. Thought we were way more prepared than what we showed. I didn't do a really good job today. My players didn't do a good job today. I'm just, I'm beside myself right now. But it's early. I have an opportunity to play them again. Very, very disappointed in our effort. Disappointed in the way we try to compete. We just didn't play well. Didn't shoot the ball well. We're putting a lot of pressure on our defense because of our inability to make a shot today. 4 for 26. You're not going to win a game on the road. We only took 10 free throws. To me, the best post player in the country shoots 1 free throw. That's not enough. So, just very disappointed. Yet, we'll get back in the gym. We'll get better. We got a couple of days before we play another game. Got to get our players in a better mindset. We got to defend and rebound better in order for us to be the team that we want to be. If we can't defend and rebound, it's going to be hard to win, especially on the road. So, on to the next game. Try to push this one behind us. Learn from it. Move on. It's not the end of the world. It's just disappointing that we couldn't capitalize on an opportunity.
Ed, you said you were disappointed in your effort. Do you think it was that or more just the offense? You just couldn't get anything going offensively?
Yeah, that's good. That's. I mean, our effort was okay. Our inability to make shots really put some pressure on our defense. And give them a lot of credit. They made some shots. They made some timely shots. Their young kids played well, and ours didn't.
Ed, did you like the shot selection? It looked like a few of those shots were close to going in.
I mean, I would say a lot of them were uncontested. 10 toes down. Those are the shots you want. You got to make them. They go in. It's a different game. When shots go in the basket, you get a little bit different energy defensively as well. So nothing to hang our heads on. We're 1-1 on the road. We're coming home for a home stand. We got to take advantage of that. And, try to prepare for a really good DePaul team tonight.
Ed, when you're obviously not making three-point shots, was there enough concerted effort to look inside, or did the zone kind of bother you guys?
We tried to get it in there. You got to give them credit. We're playing against a team that was desperate, had lost 3 in a row. I had lost their last home game. They're well coached. We tried to get it in there, but the shots that were presented, we normally make, and they didn't go down today. They didn't go down today. If we don't defend and rebound, we're not going to be the team we want to be. Period. End of discussion on that. Got to defend and rebound.
Ed, you also need some secondary scoring besides David and Nate. You kind of disappointed that some of the other guys coming off the bench aren't getting it done?
Well, I thought Jimmy Nichols has been very consistent. I thought Greg gave us some good minutes, off the bench lately. We got to get more consistency from the guys, number one, that start. It starts with the guys that play the game first. I don't think our bench was bad. I just think we need more production from the guys that are getting the nod coming out the gate. You can't go a combined, 3 for 15 and 1 for 10 from 3. You just can't, in the amount of minutes that people are playing. So, I think our bench is doing okay. We'll be better at it, but we got to do a better job coming out the gate.
Ed, when you used your last time out, you called a full. It was under a minute left, and on the broadcast, it seemed like you were pushing the guys that were on the bench back and said, I'm sticking with these 5 right here. I don't want to be a lip-reading doctor, but was there a message being sent there that you remember?
I don't remember. I told them, hey, we're going to play this team in another week. Let's learn from this. I'm a little disappointed, yet we'll have another opportunity. This is our second Big East game. There's 18 more. It's a long season, and we can't let one loss just, interrupt what we're trying to do. We got to learn from it. We got to grow, understand the mistakes we made, give them some confidence offensively. It's easy to beat kids up, when you don't play well or you don't shoot the ball well, and that's not something we're going to do. We'll hold them accountable, get them back in the gym, put a game plan together for DePaul, and move on. It's not the end of the world because we lost the game. I'm disappointed, Very, very disappointed. I'm more disappointed in myself than I'm in the players. So hopefully I can do a better job the next game.
You said obviously you need to start games better. Will there be consideration given to maybe changing the starting five for DePaul? Is that on the table at all?
All things are on the table when you don't play well, you know, all things, and I think it's a fair question. You know, when guys are given opportunity, they have to maximize it. But I'm not someone who has a knee-jerk reaction because you lose a game. I've been coaching a long time, and these things happen. There are times where you just don't play well. And unfortunately, today was one of those days. You know, we'll be better. We'll get better. It's just today we weren't very good.
Ed, was there any consideration going back to Noah? I know he picked up his fourth foul early in the second half. We didn't see him the rest of the second half. Did you think about maybe going back to him late, trying to get some offensive punch out of him?
Yeah, I mean, we thought about it, you know, and then the game kind of moves on. It gets away from you a little bit. You know, we got to be a little bit more mindful of that, but it definitely was a consideration. You know, and again, guys, I mean, our guys are beat up a little too. You know, they're 18 to 22-year-olds. They got some feelings and emotions. Now's the time you want to hold them accountable. At the same time, you got to pick them back up because these same cast of guys have to get ready to compete against a DePaul team. So we got to do the right thing by them.
Ed, I would imagine that you might have been content with a split your first two Big East road games. Is it maybe just disappointing from the standpoint of the way you played tonight for 40 minutes? The fact that maybe that hurts a little more than the overall that you're 1-1 after two games.
I would agree with that. That's great perspective. That's really good perspective. You know, if you can split on the road in this league, that's pretty good. The disappointing is how we played, the way we played, and the manner of which we played it. It just wasn't the Friar basketball. And it's my job and our staff's job to get these kids' mindset back, get them to a place where they're comfortable, yet uncomfortable, because when you come into these gyms, you're going to be uncomfortable and you got to get comfortable through adversity. And that's what we're going to try to teach our guys. You know, it's a tough loss, guys. You don't never want to lose before Christmas, before the holiday. But unfortunately we did, and we got to get back to the drawing board and try to get the guys better.
On the flip side of that, Ed, how much is this a great opportunity for your group coming home with 3 straight at alumni?
It's good. You know, it's real good. Anytime you can play a home game and you don't got to get on these planes, trains, and cars and hotels, you know, first and foremost, we want to make sure we continue to test negative. We want to make sure, you know, our kids stay emotionally and mentally healthy. I'm concerned because some of them do miss their siblings and parents and loved ones, and they're not going to have an opportunity to go home and be with them. So, you know, they're young and they're going through a really tough time in their life, and they're also trying to compete at a high level. So, you know, I look at all those things. You know, there's a lot more in their mind than just basketball right now. So those things have to be taken into consideration. No excuses, but the reality is that's what these kids are thinking. Anything else, guys?
Travel safe.
Merry Christmas to you all. Happy
You too.
holidays.
Travel safe. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
Ed. Thanks.
Arthur, thank you.
Thank you, Arthur.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, Nick.